Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are going to do some economic development today in a lot of different places because we got a lot of infamy, and I don't necessarily want to go starting any fights right now. So, let's take a look at who's close in our power block. Not Pomerania, obviously. Pomerania is got a lot of their own leverage, but we're getting close, so that's good. Mecklenburg-Strelitz is in the same way. Strelitz is in the same situation. I think I've got a lot of temptation to actually make them a protectorate, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to. I don't want to be starting fights right now. Although that might solve my Hanover situation. Have we built much in Westphalia? I believe we have. Oh, Westphalia, you need some railroads. Hold on a minute. What about in Westphalia? Westphalia does not need railroads. Alright. We'll just pop those in at the top. Yeah, oh. Oh, goodness. What is all this? Communist Ireland? How could... Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not going to be a problem. We have the necessary equipment to deal with the issue. Man, I keep needing to suppress these revolts in Ireland. Ireland's having a real hard time. Alright, so... But Westphalia, I think we can get there with. So, let's see. What does their market need? It needs cars, obviously. And someone's trading them cars. They're probably importing them from me, frankly. Oh, no, from France. Automatic bottle blower for glassworks. I'm actually going to go ahead and enable that. That's usually a really good... one to be doing, and I've got tons of oil, I think. Yeah, that's much more profitable. Ignore the ones that it's less profitable for. It's not less profitable for them, it's more. Haha, boom, got him. Aristocratic revolts in Bonongan can't be bothered. Unless the revolt wants to be my puppet, in which case, maybe I can be bothered. But we'll deal with that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Well, let those guys get there. Anyway, I was looking at the Westphalian market to see what else I can build here. They definitely need more glass. Wow, they need a lot more glass. Is most of the lead's coming in from trade routes. Yeah, that'll do it. Any native lead sources? Looks like no. So we'll go ahead and we'll build up the glass industry. I'll throw 6 levels on here. And then what? And then what, Westphalia? Let's see, you need tea, you need wood. And you can produce your own of that. You're producing quite a bit, in fact. Liquor, can't really help out with that. You need fabric, but you got livestock ranches. You're mostly getting liquor from abroad as well. How's the grocery situation? The groceries are producing all their own. So probably once we increase the glass, that'll help with that situation. Because glass is what you need to produce groceries out of, to produce liquor out of food industries. That said, let's go ahead and build up the food industries regardless. Because those are good to have. And there was also, I think... These livestock ranches are pretty profitable, so let's go ahead and throw an extra 10 levels on there. And that should help. Force comparison here is not as good as I thought it was going to be. Wow. Let's go ahead and put the Guard Corps in there, because I thought... Oh my goodness, Great Britain's having another communist revolt. Great Britain. Johnny. Johnny, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is really, really funny, friends. I could side with them, but why would I do that? Why would I do that when I could simply watch them crash and burn again? Lose everything to a communist revolt. See if I care. Oh, the investment pool wants more things, but wow, that's a lot of money in that investment pool. Actually, I really should handle that. Can my market deal with the cost of the steel? It basically can. What about the glass? Glass is doing well as well. I could do that. I could do that. Let's do it. I'm going to build up more construction industry. Where have I got big amounts of population? Ryazan is not... I still got some peasants in Moscow. Wow, Moscow's population is enormous. Not as high as Yaroslavl or Tula, but we're getting there. So we'll continue to build up those areas. Let's build up Tver some more. Bam. 10 levels. What about Smolensk? Not a lot of population here. Novgorod, we're doing okay. So we'll throw some more construction sectors in here. 5. And Vologda, we'll do 5. And Yaroslavl, I've got so many in Yaroslavl already. Tula, really same situation. Let's go with, let's see, Tambov. Tambov's got a solid population base. Oop. Hey, stop that. A lot of people, a lot of things going on over here. Let's see, who sided? Indonesia. Only Indonesia. Well, let them fight. They're both cocky. Feels like communist Great Britain has a lot more call to be cocky than Great Britain does, but maybe maybe they know something I don't. Either way, I don't think this is going to be my business, but I'm going to hold on in case a good offer comes around. Trade and import route for coal is not running. That's fine. I don't need that. Import route of tools from Spain. I don't know why I've got one of those. Oil export route to Great Britain. That's borked. I can get rid of that. Where's my not working one? It's this one. Get out of here. I have a lead export route to Italy that's also not working, so I can get rid of that. And this coal route is goofed as well. We'll circle back to trade with Great Britain once the rebellion ends. 2 arms. And we got some kind of unprofitable routes here. This one and... oh, interesting. Spitting fire completed. Alright, let's take a look at that. The Dragon of the Trenches. Although a situational weapon, the flamethrower is proving effective in the communist Ireland versus Ireland war as support in close-range trench warfare. We humans may lord our mastery of fire over the lesser creatures, but there is no starker reminder of how much of a fearful animal still lives in man's heart than seeing fire fill the ditch he's hiding in. Few die from the flames, many die trying to escape them. It should strike fear into the hearts of our enemies, 10% morale damage. Oh, that's really strong. Or it should be deployed where it can effectively flush out soldiers, 10% kill rate. Let's see. I think kill rate is better. Alright, so with this build-up, I'm adding 28 levels. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's go back to Rostov and Saratov, which are both places that I could stand to build up significantly more. And we'll put 10 more levels in each. And then we'll put a little bit more construction capacity in Kuban. And Fertile Grounds. Let me just finish out with this. And then we'll put a little bit more in Kyiv. So what does that put us at for construction sectors? That puts us at 241. Gonna reduce one by one just to make myself feel better. There we go. Perfect. Infertile grounds. Finding both the Russian people and supposed political allies unreceptive to his ideas, frustrated, Valery Golovin, Tsar, I don't know that he's doing anything, has decided to retire from the realm of politics, opting instead to spend the rest of his days penning embittered reflections on what could have been. I give these bumpkins the truth, and how am I rewarded? With deafening silence. And they call St. Petersburg a city of ideas, of culture. The only evidence of cultivation I found in that cesspool of a city came from the fields outside of it, and even they were poorly cared for. Good riddance to you all, I say, to you all, sirs. Good riddance to you all, I say. We'll let him peddle his ideas in peace, far away from St. Petersburg. We could also politely inform him that his presence is unwanted in Russia, which would make him be exiled, or I could give him a little extra popularity by shelling out a bunch of cash. I'm not going to do that. I think it's just fine if the armed forces get a little stronger. As always, construction sectors build really fast, so I'm going to throw all of them at the top of the construction queue to get them done really soon, and that'll increase the size of our construction capacity. Bam. And we had a lot of stuff partially built, but nothing almost finished. Except for the railways in Ruhr. I think those can go to the top. This is going to cost me a significant pile of cash, but I might be able to dial it back and let the investment pool mostly handle it, because the investment pool is chock full right now. And this is a thing going on in Sambas. Again, going to ignore that. Countdown to war has kicked off. I am over that. So, what was the other... Yes, I was building up Westphalia. So the Westphalian market... There's a lot of needs. Unfortunately, it needs to bring in a lot of its needs via trade routes, which is unfortunate. It doesn't have any silk. That's why it's not making its own luxury clothes. And that simply is what it is. There's no way to handle it other than to simply handle it. So, I don't know if there's a lot to build up here. Let's see what France has going on in their market, because that'll give me a visual to what would be useful to have more of in Westphalia. Not a lot of stuff that Westphalia can produce, unfortunately. Maybe put some electronics industries in there. Yeah, that'll be nice. They do have power plants, so they could produce radios. Am I able to? Yes, I am. 6 of those, 2 of those, and am I able to dictate their production methods? I cannot. Alright, well that will simply be what it is. Alright, so, Pomerania, do I have investment rights in you? Yes, I do. So let's work on what you need in your market. Many, many things. So, first of all, you need grain. Rather desperately, in fact. So, 10 levels of that. And you're going to need fertilizer, of course, to produce the grain with, so we will provide some fertilizer plants. Do you have the ability to extract your own sulfur? You do not. So that you're going to need to get exported to you. And I believe I'm exporting that. Yes. So that should be fine. I have more than enough capacity to produce that stuff. I could create a synthetics plant. In fact, that's probably the way to go. They've already got 1 level here. Let's make 4 more. That should produce plenty of dyes, which should let you get all the clothes you're going to need out of your textile mills. Let's see. Fabric. Getting some of that from livestock ranches, so we can expand those. Beautiful. And then furniture is doing just fine. You don't have any native wood. No, you do have wood. So why are you not producing higher quality furniture out of your furniture manufacturers? Maybe because you don't have the fabric. Well, I can export fabric to them for now, no problem. I'm chock full. I've got so much fabric. Here you go, Pomerania. As much fabric as you want. Gosh, a lot of people will buy fabric from me. Persia requests a military mission. They keep doing it, and I keep doing it. I'm not going to read this one. We've seen this 100 times. This serves our interest. Dispatch a mission post-haste. Alright, so that's Pomerania. Hanover we're good to go with. They're already in. Let's see. How's leverage looking? We need leverage over Bohemia and Bavaria. Do we have investment rights in Bohemia? Oh, we don't. Interesting. We can get stuff we need by exporting to them, though. I'm sure we've got extra luxury clothes. So let me see. Luxury clothes, porcelain, ammo, oil, sulfur, and lead. Luxury clothes, porcelain, ammo, oil, sulfur, and lead. Some of those are not likely to be profitable. That's okay. What is going on in Austria? Austria, you're having a real railway issue. Oh no, Northern Transylvania is good to go. I don't need to build up Northern Transylvania. That's fine. You're doing fine. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's real bad in central Hungary. Oof. 5 levels. Transdanubia, it's bad here too. 5 levels. Why must you abuse the Hungarians so? Oh, man, it's bad here too. 5 levels. Austria. Well, he needs a couple of levels. I know they're already being built. It's fine. You can always have extra railroads. Hey, we got pan-nationalism. That brings our authority up from kind of unreasonable to totally unreasonable levels. Alright. Brief break to build railways in Australia. Now, Hunan continues to not be at all interested, which is a shame, because oh my god, Yue is a tiny guy. What's going on over here? This is bananas. Yue? Oh, they got created out of a treaty port. That's very funny. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that situation. That's going to have to be someone else's to deal with. Dynam is my protectorate. Burma we're working on, if I recall correctly. Yes, they are independent at this point. How close are we with Burma? We're pretty close. So, what else do they need in their market? Ammunition. They certainly need ammunition. Do they have any native sources of lead, however? They do. Perfect. We'll get some ammunition plants under construction immediately. 2 should be enough to provide for their military needs. They're really short on clothes. How are they doing on silk? None. Do they have any capacity for putting silk together? Looks like no. The French and the United States are fighting again. So what does the United States want? The United States wants Al-Arif. They want French Sinai. They want to liberate Chile, Zulu, Benin, and Mascara. And they want a treaty port in Shuju for Italy. Spain sides the United States of America. Well, I mean, now I gotta. What can I get out of this? Only war goals. I don't want war goals. Give me stuff. Transfer subject. I can get Honduras. I don't want Honduras, though. I mean, sorry. It's not that I don't want Honduras. I don't have great ambitions over here. Could split Italy in half. That would be extremely rude and incredibly rude. I could get piles of cash. That would be fun. Who's got a bigger economy, Italy or Spain? Italy. How large is your economy? 99 million. Spain, 89 million. Yeah, I'll get war reparations from Italy. Who the heck's battalions are these? Hold on. What's going on over here? How does the Irish Proletarian Revolt have so many armies? Hold on. I need to actually deal with this. I was completely not paying attention. Third Corps. I need more corps. Alright. Sorry. Hold on. Tidor. Probably not going to get involved in that. What is... This is a revolt in Bhutan. Not my business. Alright. I'm going to wait until the... I'm going to mobilize. I'm going to mobilize everyone. And I'm going to get the boys together. Alright. We'll go like that for now. And once this... Oh, escalation's paused for a bit. Well, I can take my sweet time then. I think at this point I'm just going to let... I'm going to build these munition plants. And then I'm going to let the rest of this kind of get done with and then stop building. And I'll let the investment pool drain for a bit. So let's go with a slightly higher speed. Alright, France is worried. So, we will go ahead and offer support in exchange for war reparations from Italy. Alright. That has turned it into a war. So, let's put the 4th Corps, or the 1st Corps on Italy's border, the 2nd Corps on Italy's border. We'll put the 9th Russian Army in Corsica. We'll put the 8th Russian Army in the Pyrenees. And I don't think I've got any global fronts right now, so that should be just fine. We'll bring up the 4th Corps and station them in Umbria just to make sure that there are no naval invasions of any kind. And I think once we've got another army over here, this situation will sort itself out in pretty good order. Sorry, I had no idea. I had no idea the Irish had such a strong army over here. The Irish Proletarian Revolt, that is to say. I have never seen Ireland have a revolt like this, so I was completely confounded. We're actually almost still almost conquered the country, but and this will be done pretty soon because they've taken a ton of damage, but we are still working our way through there, so that'll be fine. I am going to need to move these troops in pretty good order. So I'm hoping this... Actually, I can probably let this go. Egypt sides with Bengal. Oh, Bengal's fighting Great Britain. You get him, Bengal. You can do it, Bengal. I believe in you. Alright, this should just be one more week. And then it'll sort itself out, and then we can get our units over to other fronts. Beautiful. So, 3rd Corps, we'll send you, yep, you're going to the Pyrenees, that's where you're needed. Guard Corps, we'll put you in Corsica, and then 5th Corps, we'll put you... No, we'll put you... Oh no, this is just a treaty port. I don't need them to go there. Okay, so we'll put 5th Corps in Portugal. And then once the war kind of gets going, we'll see how force comparisons really look. And then we'll do our thing. Sadly, I haven't had the ability to upgrade to proper heavy tanks or light tanks, but I have done plenty of mechanized infantry, so that'll have to do. That'll have to suffice for our purposes. Where is the Pacific Fleet? They're over here. Alright, beautiful. Where's the Black Sea Fleet? What are you doing over there? So I suspect that America's number of... Oh my goodness. America's number of battalions is going to rapidly go up as this goes on, and then fall back down over time as I blast the crap out of them. So, let's do some events. Against the odds, despite not enjoying full rights under Russian law, some wealthier Mashriki people have begun moving into neighborhoods and frequenting establishments they would normally be excluded from. If we want our children to have a future, this is where we should raise them, he said. I want them to live somewhere safe. She crossed her arms. Have you seen the looks we get? When people talk about safe, they don't mean for us, they mean from us. Need some new regulations to keep the peace, extra radicals from discrimination. Oh, that's really bad. Or, they fairly earned their success and all that entails. Weaker Orthodox Church, weaker petite bourgeoisie. You know, I'm going to do the second one. Am I? Yeah, because I can't deal with all those radicals. Fertile ground. Ignazio Niccolini has apparently decided that Russia would be an excellent place to live, given the influence of the rural folk in the country. The influence of the rural folk? Where? Show me where the influence is so I can stamp it out. Russia, what a land of opportunity. Such a grand nation, so ready for my message. Yes, I will set off at last for this grand country. Ignazio Niccolini, he is an ethno-nationalist. An Italian ethno-nationalist. Hold on. There's no reason to stop Ignazio Niccolini from coming. Okay, so he shows up. If it upsets the rural folk, even if it upsets the rural folk, we must prevent Niccolini's arrival. Or, sounds like the rural folk are fostering subversives. This weakens them. I think we have to do this, the last one, not because he's an ethno-nationalist and that's against our thing, although it kind of is, but because he's Italian and we're at war with Italy. And that just seems like our role-playing obligation at this stage. Get out of here, guy. Capital interests. The interests of the industrialists in the lucrative sulfur trade with Bengal has led them to align themselves with the Russian Bengali Fellowship. Does the increased volume not permit more risk? Quite the opposite. When a deluge of money enters one's pockets, one becomes predisposed to mania. An extra coin to a waiter, a formerly shocking fee paid off with a smile. If one is not careful, one ceases to look at their ledgers. They pay more than they ever did. And this is the road to ruination. An excellent point. Will it justify the deployment of warships? It had better. If it does not, perhaps a donation will. A toast to our prosperity, or our relationship should remain strictly transactional. I'm going to say a toast to our prosperity. That should be fine. We have pretty good relations with Bengal, all things considered. Actually, they seem a little salty, but that's okay. Do a promotion. The armed forces demand the promotion of Brigadier General Semyon Kolchak, touting his history of loyal and effective service. So many medals adorned his jacket that one could scarcely see the fabric beneath, but it was not yet enough. Chest puffed out with pride, the general smiled as he imagined the look on Orlov's face when the lieutenant general learned of his imminent ascension. Their rivalry was legendary among the officers. At last, he would have his due. Kolchak has earned it. Yeah, he seems pretty good. Or the armed forces will not force our hand. This makes him less popular, makes the gentry assembly happier, but the armed forces salty. I'm going to satisfy the armed forces at this point. Alright, unfortunately, we have come to the end of the episode. It's only been a year, but I was doing a lot of economic development, so that's kind of the way things go. So at this point, that's gonna be it, and we'll kick off the war next time. For now, I've had fun. I hope you've had fun, and I'll see you on the other side.